Hello once again, and welcome to another video here on the Double D's channel. I'm RoboDuke, that's your first D, but some people call me Keith, whatever.
D-Nice, second D.
2 Ds, and we're here with another one of our instant reaction videos.
20 seconds. Not bad.
What fucking movie did you see?
Maze Runner and the Equalizer?
We were supposed to go see Box Trolls! I know we couldn't go together, but man, come on, didn't you... Denzel, how did you mix up Box Trolls, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Ben Kingsley?
No.
No?
Maze Runner and Equalizer.
Well, I guess this is our instant reaction to the Boxilizer runner.
Boxilizer Runner. Print, copy, take.
Yep. So, I guess we're going to have to do this a little differently since we saw different movies.
We saw 3 different movies.
Yeah. Well, you saw...
I saw 2.
You saw 2 movies. I saw the one. I saw Box Trolls, which is a new film from the studio called Laika, which is one of my favorite studios because they're the only ones really still doing stop-motion animation. I mean, besides Wes Anderson doing it in Fantastic Mr. Fox recently. That I know of. And I was totally psyched to go see this because...
I was not.
Well, did you see Coraline?
Yes, I saw it on DVD. I did not see it in theaters. I saw it on DVD.
Did you see Paranorman in theaters?
I saw the Paranorman on Netflix.
See that you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Those movies are meant to be seen in theaters in 3D. They are pieces of art. Like, they are movies, but it is art.
Pieces of art.
Yes, it's it's very...
the art.
It is.
Galleries.
It takes dedication and time and persistence of artists. Which it does. I mean, it does take a lot of time to do these
yeah,
things.
I agree. It's just, I saw the trailers and I was just like,
I've had a big appreciation for those ever since The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of my favorite movies.
That one was good, though.
But the thing is, Coraline was directed by the same guy. Like, in the way people are like, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas is a Tim Burton movie. It's not a Tim Burton movie, actually.
He just created the characters,
He created the characters. It's actually directed by Henry Selick, who directed Coraline and worked with Laika. Sadly, I don't think he's worked with them recently, though there were weird Nightmare Before Christmas moments in this. Like, so the whole point of the movie is there's a town named Cheesebridge where people live, and box trolls live underground. And the baby goes missing one day, and they think the box trolls are evil, so a guy makes him out to be evil, and he's going to hunt them all down. He's voiced by Ben Kingsley, who's the obvious villain. It is a kid's movie. And I did just give that big exposition there, but this movie is great because it's very organic. It doesn't have like a thing at the beginning like, hello, my name's Eggs, and I used to be a boy, but I was raised by... Like, it just happens. The movie just goes. It doesn't have any weird exposition. It's really, really, like I said, it's beautiful. The textures are great. You have to go see these movies in 3D at the theaters to appreciate them fully, I think. Sounds a little like, to really appreciate, but I really do believe that. Like, I would pay double the price I paid to see Coraline in 3D in theaters to see it in theaters again in 3D. Like, I tried to watch it on DVD with their 3D and was not impressed. Still a great movie. Neil Gaiman wrote the story, so, I mean, come on. But Box Trolls was really good. People like Simon Pegg do voice, Nick Frost, Tracy Morgan, Ben Kingsley, one of the Fannings.
Dakota?
No, Ellie Fanning. And Dakota Fanning did the voice of Coraline in Coraline, so apparently Laika has a thing for the Fannings.
All right.
But I highly recommend it. It's a great movie. Kids movie, but not poopy fart, silly pratfall kids movie. Like, intelligent, great story. Really, the funniest stuff actually comes from Tracy Morgan's character.
Of course, it's Tracy Morgan.
But he plays Mr. Gristle. Like, all the names are really, like all the trolls are called what is on their box.
Okay.
So fish, eggs, oil can, who's adorable. She's the cutest little troll in the whole group who goes around oiling things when they're... Because they're little mechanic people. They build things. They're gizmo people. And then the bad guys all have names very much like that, but it's Mr. Gristle, Mr. Fish... And who Richard Ayoade and Nick Frost play 2 bad guys who are questioning the whole movie, like, aren't we the good guys? This is stuff good guys would do, right? And like they end up the duo of them is really fantastic. But I love Richard Ayoade and Nick Frost, 2 of my favorite British actors. So went on for a bit there.
My turn.
Your turn.
Okay, so I saw Maze Runner first.
Okay.
It's gonna be real short, simple. If you're a teenager, go see it. If you read the book, I guess go see it.
Hunger Games runner?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the movie was over, and my first thought was, F you, Hollywood. I am so sick of you taking a book, turning it into a movie, and then going, wait until the sequel to see what happens.
And then they take the sequel and they split that into 2 movies instead of 1. Or they take classics and split them into 3 movies, which is madness.
So, F you, Hollywood. I'm going to give you the giant New Jersey state bird.
That's for you.
There you
Straight
go.
from the source. Oh, wait, I'm double deucing it. But there are good book movies. I blame that. I don't blame it on them. It's the same way that Pearl Jam spawned a bunch of terrible bands who tried to beat Pearl Jam in the 90s. Harry Potter came out, and people have been trying to chase that ever since. And the content's changed because now it's a more mature teen content because of Hunger Games. So they're trying to do these survival-y things. But that's also really in right now.
It's true.
You
and
know?
I feel
How many
like...
different zombie shows are on TV? Like 2 or 3? It's crazy. There's a British one.
But, like, I mean... my main problem with it is, like, it was... And I'm going to say dark as in lighting. Like, there were
Really?
just times when it's just like... What are they doing? And there's one time when they're running and they have, like, the steady cam, and I was like, okay, first off, it's night. You're using a steady cam. I can't see anything. Jeez. Once again, Hollywood, that's for you.
Get your lighting straight.
Equalizer, I was very surprised with. I loved it.
That's getting a lot of really good reviews. It's kind of the big movie right now.
I had one day I see a commercial for it, and my father was like, oh, they're making the TV show into a movie? I was like, that's a TV show?
It's a TV show?
Apparently it is.
Really? Okay.
And even the end credit says, based on the TV show created by the 2 creators.
That's awesome. How old of a show is it? Like,
I'm assuming 70s. The 70s made everything.
yeah, it sounds like that kind of...
But even when I'm watching, like, the movie, like, it's not just him, like, the trailer shows where it seems like it's him helping out Chloe Moretz, whatever her name is.
Helping out a young prostitute, sort of taxi driver-ish.
Yeah, but it basically, that happens in the first, like, 30 minutes. And then, basically, there's ramifications of that, but this guy's still living his life. He ends up helping people he works with.
Because he's the guy with the dark past who left the life
Yeah.
behind.
And it's like, and there was even, like, you know how, like, the other movies, they'll, like, you know, Kill Bill, it had, like, you know, revenge is a dish served cold, a Klingon proverb.
Yeah.
They had that in this movie. And it was by Mark Twain. It was, the 2 greatest moments of your life is the day you're born and the day you realized why you were.
Okay.
And that's the whole point of this movie, that this guy was trying to turn away from what he was born to do.
Right.
And now that he's embracing it, he now realized, I don't gotta do evil with my skills, I can do good.
Right, so instead of going around shooting guys, you were saying he's helping people at his work?
He helps people at his work, you know, and even, like, the very, like, end scene of the movie is him on a computer answering an ad saying, I need help, can you help me? And he writes back, yes. And I'm like, now I know how this was a TV show.
So Equalizer 2?
I don't think so.
No, you don't think they'll try to be
that,
like, let's just have him do more adventures, kind of like the Transporter and stuff like that?
I don't think they would.
No?
Because it didn't seem... Okay, unlike Maze Runner, where they blatantly set this up for a sequel and basically said, watch this, see what happens. This one didn't do that. Like, this one told a solid, complete story.
But there still is
how
space.
Movies used to do it.
Yeah, but there still is room for a sequel if they wanted to, based on the
of course,
helping people. See, that's cool. Because the trailers made it seem like the whole story would be him rescuing Chloe Moretz, but it seems like the story is just more about Denzel's character.
Yes.
Not the story of Denzel's character rescuing the girl. Who is this man with the dark past?
You still don't know what his past was.
Really?
Like, at one point in the
Spoilers!
movie...
Spoiler, non-spoiler.
Yeah.
That's like a weird spoiler. Like, yeah, you don't get to find out.
At one point in the movie, he goes and sees an old friend, and he faked his own death, so all of his friends thought he was dead, but his one friend was just like... Because it was basically... It's, I can't... I can't think of his name. I'm not going to try to guess
The
it.
actor.
Yeah, and you meet the actor, and he shakes his hand. It turns out he's there to see his wife. So his wife was like his handler.
Oh, okay.
And the husband's just like, she knew you weren't dead. Like, she knew if anyone could get away out of this life, it would have been you.
Oh, so it was like he made himself look like he died from that.
Yeah,
he works at like a Home Depot, and he just
and you find out that he did work for the government because this woman was like, I'm not with the agency anymore. I know some people, but not a lot.
Right.
But you don't know what agency, you don't know what he was, you don't know what he did, but he's a killer. Like, that is what he was trained to do. That is what he is good at doing. He got out of it, and now he's doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, that's really cool. I actually, from the trailers, it wasn't something I was like, I gotta go see that. But knowing Denzel's in it, I'm like, it's gonna be good. Like, I know Denzel's been in bad movies, but he's usually good in them still.
And that was the other thing. It was Denzel playing a role that Denzel can play.
Yeah.
He
gets casted into the roles people know he wants. When you get Denzel, it's because you want Denzel. He didn't come in and randomly, audition for the part. You probably got him.
I'm not saying this in a bad way, but it's not like Samuel Jackson, who they're just throwing in every film because he's the new hot thing to throw in.
Yeah.
Like RoboCop. Well, let's put in Denzel because he can play the angry black man, and he'll yell and shout, and it'll be great.
Sam Jackson knows he's that.
But it's true.
Yeah, he knows he's just Samuel L. Jackson no matter where he goes.
Denzel is now playing the roles that Liam Neeson's playing.
Yeah, this made me feel like that. Yeah.
He's playing that older badass who doesn't have to try. He's just that good.
Yeah, there's no montage of training. He just already is as cool as he is, and you get to see him do his thing. Awesome. So you say go see this?
I say go see The Equalizer. I say don't worry about The Maze Runner.
Unless you've read the books and you're of that age group and you've been excited for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even those people, whatever.
And I say go see the Box Trolls.
I might.
I
actually might go see Box Trolls.
I say go see it in 3D. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of hokey 3D moments. It's just it provides depth perception.
Okay.
There are a few maybe little 3D moments, but parts where you're going through tunnels or them sitting at a window and having the sky out, it just looks.
All right. You sold me. I'm gonna go.
I would go see it. See it in 3D. Pay the extra money, but always remember, go before noon. It's a lot cheaper when you do it that way.
It is.
Yeah. So until next time, guys, make sure you are already subscribed to the Double D's channel. Please do leave us some comments. What movies did you see? Have you seen anything recently we haven't talked about? We want to know. Because there's not a whole lot out right now. So if there's something we've missed between Tusk and Box Trolls and Equalizer...
I have the same trailers for both of my movies, and even the trailers I was kind of like, yeah.
Yeah. There's a few things coming out. We'll eventually get to them. So like I said, be sure you are subscribed, give us a thumbs up, and all of that good stuff. So until next time, my good D.
I'm going to say 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
Starting now.
Oh shit, I'm in trouble.